Warrior, let's talk about it because it is really irking me and bothering me to no end. And once I get this off my chest, so to speak, I will not be speaking about it again. Apparently, last evening on Saturday Night Live, that ill fated program that's been on for 51 years, I think now, on NBC, had a host, not sure what they say these days, a woman, 41 years old, bills herself comedian Nikki Glaser. I've never been one to like comics, comedians, any of that. I'm just too busy being a warrior. I'll tell you why this bothers me. Because she had the nerve to do an opening monologue, and we're a family program, so read between the lines, please, making fun of trafficking, child exploitation, and how should I put it? The mind of a twisted person who does these things to children. I can't believe. It's funny because I should never even be saying this. Like, I can't believe with the world we live in these days, why NBC Universal, Saturday Night Live, we know they're down the street from us here. They practice all week and then they go on live on Saturday nights, would allow this. There's so many other things to talk about. But shame on this Nikki Glaser. I mean, having a platform, and she's 41 years old. She's not a kid, not old, but she's not a kid. That she could be using that platform, and she could be doing comedy, but empowering girls and young women, and women in general. But she has to make jokes. Remember, there is nothing funny about trafficking, exploitation, anything to do with children. And this was allowed to be on the air and go out live when you know and I know. I don't even know who watches Saturday Night Live. Probably not any kids anymore because they're on their devices. They're not interested. But, probably 40, 50, 60-year-old people are watching that crap. And she's allowed to get away with that? There's something so morally wrong with this whole thing. There is nothing funny. I'm a broken record. I'm going to keep repeating it. With making jokes. There's nothing funny about trafficking, about anything with minors. And you know what? I'd love to take this Nikki Glaser. Oh, I just looked her up quickly. I've heard the name, but I didn't know her background. She's been the first female to host the Golden Globes, another failed program, piece of propaganda out of that Hollywood hell. And she's been, I don't know, many different roasts. Those horrible roasts they used to have and with those lame jokes. So all the things she could talk about, or in this environment, make humorous. And she's talking about kids? See, this is more of the normalization of this whole sexualization directed at our children. I'm very concerned, and you should be too, because I started thinking about it for a second. I'm just in shock that this is considered comedy. This is considered cutting edge, edgy, making jokes about little kids, minors, or the minds of these people who do things to little kids. And you can, or think about doing things. You can read between the lines here. I would love to take Nikki Glaser to an emergency room where a woman's just been attacked. I'd love to take Nikki Glaser to a pediatric unit where a child's been attacked. I'd love to take Nikki Glaser to sit in front of parents that we work with at the Warriors whose children have been harmed by those predators on the internet, whether it's sextortion, cyberbullying, all kinds of things. I'd like to take Nikki Glaser when law enforcement and others are searching for a child who has run away because they met this predator online, and that person took this vulnerable child and encouraged them to leave their home, leave their family. That child is gone. Many never to be found again. So I'd like to take Nikki Glaser, to so many places. I just can't believe that a 41-year-old woman would think this is comedy, that NBC and SNL would think this is acceptable. And I guess they'll do anything for clicks and likes, debate. Our precious children, when did they become this product that we can make fun of, we can abuse, we can use? So let's talk about it. And what can you do? Obviously not watch SNL. What else can you do? Write to NBC Universal, 30 Rock Plaza. Tell them you're dismayed by this. Call them. What happened to we have to be the warriors to step up? So I'll be putting a statement out about this, and I'll also be doing a lot of contacting about this is unacceptable. And I'm demanding an apology from her because there's nothing funny about the predation of our precious kids.